Oh, well.
What do you guys think Bitcoin's bottoming?
$2.
$2?
No. Probably 24, 25K.
Yeah. I'm trying to get some more FEG before this price starts going back. This is a really juicy time to be buying.
Oh yeah. Definitely. It's a lot of people are looking at it like, oh, my money's gone down. And it's like, well, if you didn't overinvest, then this is the time you should be adding more.
Exactly. I just see an opportunity to grow the bag for bigger passive income.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right now, the market is down. It's down everywhere in stocks and crypto. But just imagine when it goes all the way up. I mean, this is a great time to invest.
You know, there's really no reason for anyone not to invest in this, because if everyone just bought in and never sold, they could just literally just make money off of rewards and potentially live off of them. That's what I plan to do.
Exactly.
That's why, you know, it doesn't make sense to sell. You know, I mean, I guess it kind of does if you're trying to make quick money. But if everyone just bought in for long term, it's like everyone would win. It's like that's how it'll end up.
I'm comfortable
once people recognize that the potential.
I'm 27. My goal is to retire at 35, and I think with like this project, it's very reasonable.
Well, it's like if you caught on early, that's good, because you know you took a little bigger risk, you know. But like if you understood it and where it was going, which I mean, it doesn't take long to see that, you know, with the community and everyone putting in all the work. It's like you could tell there's like something bigger going on here. You know, it's just a good place to be super early on.
Just a matter of holding.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin wants to paper hand so bad. I'm like, don't you dare.
When did they buy in?
They bought in the same time as I bought in, which would be late March, early April.
That's around when I bought, like a little early March. But yeah, held on this long though. You know, there's a reason for that.
The thing is, we have a pool going, right? So it's like it's a better percentage of accumulating rewards.
Yeah.
So I'm like, leave your stuff, don't go.
And you know, and we never really got like the crazy volume. It's like once the volume's accounted for, like that's when the rewards will really show. And I think it's going to catch a lot of people off guard, you know, and like it's just going to explode, you know. Like I feel like once we do start reaching towards that next all-time high, it'll be like really quick. Like it'll be hard to judge the bottom, you know. That's why it's best to just buy in now. So once the market picks back up, you know, people are kind of catching on to these, you know, shite coins. Like they get it. Like they kind of had their run, but now it's coming down to like things with real utility. And like FEG is like still so early on, and like have accomplished those other coins have accomplished like a lot in like a short amount of time, and everyone like overlooks that. Like how old are we now? Like less than 6 months old. Like
has it even been 6 months?
I don't think it has. Let's see.
What was
January 30th?
Yeah, it's January 30th, so June 31st. January 31st, so June 31st was. Oh wait, there is no June 31st. Sorry. So July 1st. July 1st was July 1st was the 6 month mark.
Yeah. So I mean, you got all these people who are just hopping in. They don't really do a whole lot of research. It's like, a lot of people don't want to do any research. That's what's good about having this community. They can hop in.
It's not just them.
A lot of people don't though, and they just stay attached to those crappy coins, and then try to FUD and all that.
Well, most of those coins
I feel like all of that is like not going to be a thing in the future. Like,
they won't survive the test of time because like they don't have no use case.
Like, all the coins by now. I'm not even going to mention any of them, but they all do the same thing. And that's either try to copy exactly what we're doing and then fail at it, and or just make a copy of another shite coin.
Well, I am gonna say a name of a coin because I'm not trash talking it. It actually helped me out. SafeMoon kind of gave me my first boost of initial capital in order to invest into FEG.
I drew out of that. You made like that move, and I'm not dissing it in that way. Like people investing in it, you get in at the right time and you pull out at the right time.
I pulled.
Those are like short-term investments.
I pulled out at the peak. I just chose a random time during the pump, pulled out, and then it just downhill from there. My buddy's like, anything you're buying, I'm buying with you, dude. You took no L's in crypto so far.
Yeah. It's like, what do you do with those profits, though?
I went into FEG.
Exactly. Like, I made a little money on SHIB, a lot of people did. It's just a little hype train. People, like, if you hopped on, good. It probably won't happen again. Not like that.
Yeah.
Because it was so new. Like, people, were starting to catch on that you could just make a whole lot of money for, no reason. Like, it was kind of hard to believe. It was like a casino,
good to be true,
but your chances of winning a whole lot of money in a short amount of time, if you knew what you're doing, were
more than a roulette table. Way more than a roulette table for sure.
Especially people who have little connections and know when stuff's going to happen. It's crazy. It's like the early stages of crypto. People take advantage of that fact. That not a whole lot of hasn't caught a whole lot of attention. It's not regulated, so you pretty much get away with anything. But but it's good. It was a way to make money. And it's like where do you put those profits? It's like, do you want to just cash out and let that be the end, and then you'll spend that money, or it's like, do you want to put it into something that'll guarantee you financial security for the rest of your life?
I've actually put liquidated a few cryptos for this project.
Yeah, I think we're all gonna look back on this moment and realize later on how early we were in this. And it's gonna be crazy.
I plan to throw my entire AMC bag into FEG. Hopefully that comes soon.
It's like you believe in something. I mean, it makes sense, right? Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, all you can do is just try to tell your friend, or just spread the word. And if they don't grab on, then it's kind of their problem. You did your part, Can't say I didn't tell you. Once we become millionaires, you know what I mean?
I mean,
damn, you should have got me into that. It's like, no, I told you, bro.
I believe in it so much. I believe in it so much. I have my own visions of the future, how it's going to be running and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And me and my buddy always say how lucky we are that we found this project this early. We're going to change, for me, my parents' lives. For him, his quit his jobs, just keep doing his hobby kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and nothing's guaranteed, but it's
100%.
I'm feeling pretty. I'm feeling pretty damn confident about it. I'll tell you that.
You know how sometimes
you have a whole lot of reasons to be confident about it.
The way I see it,
you should honestly, if you don't look at the price, you should be reassured, in your investment every day, more and more.
Well, that's what I was gonna say earlier. I'm a lot of people that get into FEG, all they do is watch the zeros. They don't know anything else. They don't know about the futures.
The market is volatile right now.
Yeah,
shit's gonna go up and shit's gonna go down. Sometimes it'll go down quite a bit, but guess what? look at scroll back a little bit. I guarantee you, if you put in like earlier, like you'd be up right now. It's just the timing of it, you know. And like it's so early in the space, like things are kind of driven by hype because a lot of people don't know, they don't do the research, so all they have to go on is hype. Like oh, everyone's putting into this, I need to put into it too. You know,
we got to start pushing for crypto in schools, like crypto classes.
Yeah, well, that is. I mean, that's going to be a
because
thing one day. You know,
key factor for the crypto space in the future. Education, man.
Mm-hmm. There should be like an option when you go to like make an account, like on our exchange in the future or something. Once things are like maybe over a year from now, you know, there's no telling where we'll be at. It's crazy to think about like time.
It's crazy to think about.
So much has happened. So much has happened like this year. Like my life has like changed in many ways this year. It's honestly insane. But I'm glad I'm here, you know. Fortunate. You know, I plan to like take care of my family. Make sure everyone's good to go. It'll be great. And it'll just be exciting to just watch like the future unravel, you know.
It'll be exciting to watch your
like our kids and like their kids are gonna be living in a crazy time. Like I don't know, I feel like I'm not gonna talk about COVID, just mentioning it as like in the fact that once all that kind of happened, I just got the feeling that we were entering like a new era. Like so much was changing so quickly, you know. And
I feel like we switched.
I think we're like reaching a point to where a whole lot of things in a whole lot of ways are going to be changed, like in like a short amount of time. It's going to just hit that point, you know. And it'll just be fun to watch.
I feel like in the next 10, 15 years, it's going to be one of the biggest like transfers of wealth. The transfer of wealth like throughout humanity.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a lot better than shipping however much weight in gold across the ocean, you know,
right?
And then pay or like have to have the room to store it, you know, and then risk like losing it, like physically losing it.
And it's just
crazy. Like this. Do what?
It's not as easily fractionalized.
Mm-hmm.
So you can buy what you can afford. Usually when people buy gold, like, you know, you got to have some money. Here you can put $1 in if you wanted to.
Yeah, I feel like gold will always be valuable just because it's used. It's like a
it has a use case,
like fundamentals, right? You know, like it's got fundamentals. So it'll always be used.
It'll always be
worth. It'll always be like worth a lot. But you know, a lot of people use gold to, you know, buy things. But you know, I don't think Bitcoin's all that great. But you know, it's just got to become a superpower because of how much money's been put into it. So it'll probably always be. I don't know if it'll always be the top dog, but I don't think it'll always be the number one driving factor in the market. The dominance will definitely go down. Like Ethereum is going to be a big driving force. I think it just does so much, you know.
Maybe
so much use case for it. Like I mean, people actually use it like so much each and every day, like 24/7. You know, people are on there doing transfers and just all kind of things. So it'll always be relevant, and you need it. You know.
Yeah, like you said, who knows what the future holds? But currently, we know that Bitcoin is like dragging us along wherever it goes.
Yeah. You know, it's just people with all the big money, you know, who are moving it, but they're using Bitcoin as a way to do that, you know. So a little more to it, I'm sure, but I'm not going to get into all that. I mean, it's kind of obvious at this point. Like you just have to look at you just have to look at the fundamentals and just stick to that because like that's the real shit, you know. Like the price, I mean, that's always changing, and it's going to go both ways. But when you got to look at it long term. If you want to look at the price, you got to look at it long term, and it just gives you more reason not to really worry about the price because you just can't predict where it will be. I mean, you just invest and know that what you invested in will be in demand.
I can do that, but that's just because I'm a special boy.
Yeah, you are special, Ken.
I'm a very special boy.
Some may say too special, but I don't think you can be too special.
Listen, there's no such thing as too special. Let's be honest here.
Cockroach reminding me of Leonardo DiCaprio in that movie with Johnny Depp. Gilbert Grape.
What movie?
That's a good movie, man. That's a really good movie. You know?
I just rewatched it 2 days ago.
Yeah.
But we cockroach like I'm a special
Leonardo,
boy.
like man,
I'm a special boy.
Powerful act.
Yeah, so somebody, Enroll, just messaged me a hint for you guys who keep getting kicked off. They said once you're in voice chat, slide down the window where you can see other members on the voice chat. Leave it on main chat only. Try using other apps or lock your phone to test if it works. And then they went on to say it worked for them.
Very nice. Yeah, got me some 14-year scotch. Let's start. Give me a little drink. When'd you come on, Cacro?
What was that?
When'd you come on?
I don't think I ever left.
I was about to say it. You're always here, if not spirit.
Yeah, you know,
never truly. You can't escape. You know, you're here for
Exactly.
Sometimes you just gotta accept your fate. You know.
You know, I'm like
good fate though.
Yeah, I'm like a river. You know, I just kind of
constant flowing.
Yeah, that works too.
All right, boys,
that works a little bit better.
It was fun tonight.
Yeah, man.
See you guys later.
See you, Kevin.
Had a little rain come through earlier. Some lightning and thunder. That was nice.
Yeah. I have a question for you. Do you have a gaming PC?
Yeah, I would say so. It's like kind of collected dust, but.
Do you have Battlefront 2?
Battlefront 2, the Star Wars?
Yeah.
Is that on PC?
Yeah.
Has it always been on PC?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it hasn't. Like I thought it was only on PlayStation for a little while. Because I've been actually wanting to play that game. I've been kind of out of gaming for a little bit. Honestly, the only series that I've been interested in, since it came out, honestly, was Dark Souls, the Souls series. It's so good.
It's good.
It's phenomenal. It's like the perfect game. But,
I'm really curious about how that open world one is going to do, Elden Ring.
Yeah, you know, it looks like a copy of Dark Souls, honestly, which I'm fine with. But they kind of changed it up. Yeah, I want to play it. I'll definitely play it. That's not coming out on PC though, right now, is it? Isn't that just PlayStation?
I believe it was confirmed for PC. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be wicked.
Yeah. Actually, Sony just bought one of the greatest PC port platforms. That was a weird way to say that. But what is it called? Port. Yeah. One of the greatest. I forgot what they're called, though. Dang it.
A port what?
Oh, yeah. Steam, if you want to get it on Steam, right now it's $40 for the Celebration Edition.
What is that?
Which is
Battlefront?
Yeah, Battlefront 2. The Celebration Edition comes with all the DLC and stuff.
Man, when I get back to the house, I might have to check that out and give you a holler.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
Oh yeah, dude. I was playing it last night, and it's legit. It's not as fun as the old one. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I think I remember people saying that, but that doesn't mean it's not good, you know?
Exactly. Right? But I will say it's like playing a Star Wars movie.
Did you play,
really
what is it? Not Knights of the Old Republic, but the MMO of the Old Republic?
Yes, actually. I'm max level.
That was actually fun. You're max level, you get there?
Yeah.
I never stayed dedicated, but I remember the time I did play it, it was a good time.
Yeah, it's definitely a very fun game. I just wish it was single player. Like, you can do everything in the game yourself.
I kind of treated it like that, to be honest with you.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just my whole thing was, if it was single player, they'd have just been able to do a lot more. You know?
You know what would be really awesome? Did you ever play Mass Effect?
Oh, yeah, of course I played Mass Effect.
You know what would be really awesome, like as an addition to that game? Multiplayer, where you can like let someone join in your party and like play your mission with you, shit like that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what happened to co-op. I think companies are allergic.
Yeah, it sucks. Like the death of split screen. That was like a long time ago now.
Mm-hmm.
They've really gotten away from that, like really well. Now, if you want to play with your friends, you gotta pay. You gotta like pay more. And it's not cheap either, because it's like what, and then like $60. Like, is it for the month or the year?
For
say
Knights
like
of the
Xbox
Republic?
Live or whatever.
Oh, yeah. For Xbox Live, it's. Did they reverse that $120 a year thing?
Dang, it used to be that.
No, they changed the pricing to $120, and then there was a bunch of outrage about it, and I think they changed it back.
Because I remember it being $60 at one point. And I remember whenever Amazon Prime used to be $50.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember they went up to $75, and I was like, still, still not bad. Then they went up to $100, and like I noticed that, like I wasn't paying attention. I just noticed like on my statement, like boom, minus $100. I was like, what the hell was that? And I was like, the Amazon. I was like, dang, like another $25. It's like surprise, and it's like by that time you already paid for it, so like screw it. Now it's $120, isn't it?
For
Amazon Prime.
Yes, yeah.
And it's over twice the price it used to be. Pretty well. I mean, there is more to it. You got like Prime Video and stuff, but
what was I gonna say?
say it, man. Just say it.
Oh well. But yeah, here's I'm sending you a link. It's through Origin, which kind of sucks because I hate Origin, but whatever.
I think I played another game through Origin. They got a few games, I guess. But yeah, I'm actually not even at the house right now, so.
Did you like how fast that was typing? It is so quick. It was so quick. 50,000 words a minute, dude. No joke.
What were you saying, Cacro? I missed you.
I missed it too. I don't remember.
You missed it after you just said it?
Yeah.
Whoa, bro.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now.
You need to get that checked out.
Nah, dude.
You sounded like me right now. I got the worst memory.
I just have the attention span of a gnat. Included for what things I say.
At least a fly. Come on, man.
No.
That bad?
My whole day was ruined when I figured out the other day that flies don't actually live for 24 hours. They live for 2 weeks. Literally ruined my whole outlook.
Yeah, no, I read that about mosquitoes too. Things last like longer than I thought. And they could travel like miles.
Here's a hot take for you.
I thought they just kind of hung around with the same area. Oh, man.
Here's a hot take for you. We need to genocide mosquitoes. Hot take, I know. But it needs to happen.
Dude, have you heard of the tiger mosquito?
No, and I don't think I want to know about it.
Dude, it's over, I think, in somewhere in Asia. And if it, like, bites you, then you're pretty much going to die.
Huh. The one good thing about the desert that I will say is that very few of anything lives here.
About scorpions.
I mean, scorpions make a crunch when you eat them, but that's about it.
A lot of fire ants, too.
Yeah, but now with liquid bait. Yeah, but now with liquid bait traps, I don't care about ants no more. You just put out a bait trap and they dead. Everybody.
Yeah, I don't mess with no ants. I don't like no roaches either. Spent a lot of days like walking around the kitchen, roaches everywhere.
I don't know what Germans. Yeah, I don't know what the Germans were smoking when they thought introducing German cockroaches was a good idea, but I guess since they're good engineers, they got to be good bioengineers. Make a more terrifying cockroach.
Yeah, I don't really like cockroaches. Not my thing, personally. Spiders are cool, as long as it's not like a brown recluse or something. Spiders actually kind of help out. If you got like a whole bunch of spiders, I guess that ain't cool. You got a few here and there, kind of protect you.
Yeah, I just rather most spiders be like, daddy long legs or that variety. Where they can't bite us and they're super chill.
Seeing them though, because
exactly.
I don't know. They're just you'll be seeing like you say that, but you'll be like waking up one night, in your peripheral, you'll see like something squirming around. You look, I don't know. They just look kind of freaky. Daddy Long Legs. What a funny name.
Right?
Who came up with that? Well, there's got to be like a story behind that.
I know it's weird how it's like not even regional. Everybody I know that I've mentioned Daddy Long Legs to from the U.S. knows immediately what it is.
Mm-hmm. No, like that's what that spider is called. Like not its real no. Like that is its name.
Yep.
It became its name.
It's its only name.
I'm sure it's got like some other scientific name, but it's Daddy Long Legs. It's just the way it is. It's life.
Sounds like y'all sipping on that gin and juice, baby.
Shoot, I got me some scotch.
I got me tea. I just like tea. Tea and water.
Smells like tea.
You know the perfect temp for water?
60 degrees.
You get it really cold, right? And then you let it get close in between room temp and cold. Like really cold, right? And then that mid spot. That's perfect. Where it doesn't hurt your lungs to drink.
Why you gotta get it cold first? Why can't you just like put it there and let it be room temperature?
Because that's gross. Room temperature water is just sweat by a different name, Quentin.
Yeah, see, me, I like to get my water really cold and then like get it really hot and then drink it hot. That's just me though. I like to drink my water boiling. I am glad I like water so much though. Growing up, I hated soda. I didn't want to drink it. It was painful. I was like, how does anyone like drinking this? It literally hurts to drink this. And then it tastes like a dessert. Like, I don't want to drink this with my meal.
Yeah. My mom, in the places we stayed in, the pipes were always old and rusty and you couldn't really drink the tap water.
Mm-hmm.
So that was all she bought was Cokes.
See, I mean, my family
literally all we had to drink.
But they would always buy the diet ones, which are just as bad, but they taste worse.
I mean, at least with diet, it's not too bad.
Yeah, but it just depends on how much you drink the stuff because, man, it seems like everyone I know that, buys soda from a grocery store, and puts it in their fridge, they drink, a surprising amount of soda.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
6 cans
it's
a day.
Crazy. Yeah, it's like a normal thing. It's like a normal thing to get up and go grab a soda out of the fridge. You might as well be going to grab a candy bar. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with me, with diet tea. I drink a little too much diet tea, but I'm fine with that.
Tea is actually good for you, in the right amounts. I like tea.
Yeah.
You could drink it in a lot of ways too. It's a really good drink. But mostly, really, I just drink water. I love water.
Yeah, I did notice though when I was taking medication after my surgery, I did notice that the green tea did help with swelling a little bit. Not too noticeably, but it did.
Yeah, the only thing bad about tea is do you not need to get that caffeine? It's got a little caffeine, or what is it? I think it gives you better chance of accumulating kidney stones. I think kind of like coffee. But other than that, it's good for you. It's just nice, the flavor of a tea leaf. I like mine real real strong. I like my coffee real strong. I need to actually stop drinking so much like strong coffee. Like, those first drips in the pot.
Oh, you put your mouth over those?
I don't put my mouth over it, but anytime I make a pot, I'm still in those first drips. I put a whole lot of extra ground in there. Like stand the spoon up in it, I love it. But I know
coffee I drink's like wine, though. Real fine quality coffee, only the finest coffee in my household.
Nice. Yeah, coffee's good. I don't think I'd be able to function.
It's Folgers, isn't it? What you have in your house, Martin?
It's not just Folgers, it's Folgers the premium blend. All right.
Only the finest Maxwell House.
Is Maxwell House still a thing? I don't know if people really use that anymore. I think like Folgers took them over.
Hello, birds. It's like winter here today. It's hailstoning. On the balcony for 420 watts of fresh air, and it's hailstoning.
Oh, you got hell over there?
Oh, yeah.
Never really experienced any heavy hail. I don't think I'd want to. It sounds pretty crappy.
In Victoria last year, we had hailstone the size of tennis balls, and it smashed people's roofs and cars.
Dude, the cars and the roofs, whatever. I'm wondering how many fatalities there are. Like, how many people does that actually? Because that seems, hail that size, that would kill somebody. Like, especially if you hit them in the right spot. Like, for sure. Like, I wonder how many people die from that, from just big hail. Not something I'd be wanting to stand out in,
He runs a car dealership, and it was where the hailstone storm was, and it caused over $250,000 worth of replacements on the windows and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's not something I ever really think about, to be honest with you. Like hailing, over here in Southeast Texas, we got I'm wondering when the next hurricane is gonna be hitting. I'm excited. Can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, man, that Walmart's looking juicy.
Walmart?
Yeah, for when everybody leaves and you stay behind.
Oh, yeah. I actually have a story. I stayed behind during Harvey, and that was pretty wild. Mm-hmm. Remember, sitting in the house that I'd bought a month before my first house. I just bought it, and the storm's rolling through. I knew it was going to be pretty bad. I didn't realize that, at the time that I took a shower and got ready for work, that I'd go outside and it'd be right up to the door. And I just called in. I was like, yeah, you coming into work today? And then it just kind of kept coming up. And I'm just like, well, shit, all right. Got in the house. I'm just chilling in the living room, tapping my feet on the water. I'm still jamming on the PC and stuff, playing games. And yeah, water keeps going up. It's getting close to I'm picking everything up and stuff, but eventually it gets to the electrical sockets, and I'm like, damn, I gotta go turn the power off. It's kind of crazy. Don't want to get electrocuted up in here. Mm-hmm. So
that's
eventually, whenever oh, dude, no, I had it. It worked out in the end.
Okay.
But yeah, so I went to go turn the power off, and I'm hearing some meows. It's pouring ass rain. It's pretty brutal. And then I hear some meows. I'm like, okay, what the hell? It's like a cat in my wheel well. So I have to save this kitty. And then I go turn the power off, get back inside, and we're just like chilling on the couch, like I'm laying down. And kind of start to doze off. And then like lightning strikes, and then like there's a lot of thunder. And then I wake up to like the cat like freaking out, and it's like shitting all over me. And then like by that time, like most of my clothes were like wet and shit. So anyway, go to the bed, lay there for a while. And yeah, it's just crazy like how the water just keeps coming up. It's like a throw that you didn't expect it to be that bad. And sewage starts backing up, like kind of dozing off to shit fumes. So like get like my Nutri-Grain bars and bottled water, throw them in a backpack, and then like I do photography, so I got like this flash, and I like kind of pack that up. And then I go out to the back building, little storage building. Kind of lay up there on the top. Well, actually, I tried to get up on the what do you call those? You know, up at the very top, it's like its own little space. Not like a shelf, but anyway, tried to get up there, and I like back planted into the water, and I was just like, shit, pissed me off. And I got up on the third shelf, just kind of laid there, and you know, then eventually got up to like over 4 feet, and it just kept coming up. So I was like, damn, I might need to actually get out of here. So kind of grabbed my stuff, hopped in the water, just like kind of treading through like a front yard. It's kind of crazy. Like you're in your front yard, you're like wading through water. And, you know, and it got to where like, so I lived like on a corner lot, like off of a feeder road. So there's a highway. So I was going up, you know, trying to get up onto the highway. And by the time I get onto the road, it's like over, you know, like pretty much right up to my chin, like the water. And I'm like tippy toeing, you know, keeping like the grip on the pavement. Then I get up onto the, whatever you call that, up on the highway. It was a bridge. And, yeah, walked down the highway for a good, like 3 miles. And eventually there's this big truck. Anything that was out there at this time was like super jacked up. And this truck like stopped. And then I was like, oh hell yeah, getting out of here. And I start walking up to it, and then it like just all of a sudden just burns off, like kicks rocks in my face. I'm like, what the? And anyway, so I was like, that wasn't cool. Continue walking, another truck shows up. It's like jacked up even higher. Like I wasn't even able to like get in. I had to like get his help to get into the bed. But yeah, he pulled up and he was like, he kind of rolled down his window, looked at me, and he like just kind of moved his head. He did like a nod, and I'm like, hey, mind if I hop in? You know, bring it back to my parents. And he was like, yeah, just hop in the back. I was like, okay. I go to open the door. He's like, nah, the backpack. I'm like, oh shit, okay. And I'm like kind of a bigger guy, so anyway, ended up getting up there. And he like drove around. He's like driving through all these high waters, like 6 foot. Like it was crazy. And like it gets to where like there's so much water, like you can't even tell where you're at. So like you kind of just have to know the area. And he's like starting to run over like medians and all kind of stuff. So he ends up having to backtrack, like because he was going to get his granddaughter before bringing me back. And then anyway, we ended up finding somebody with a boat. They went over to go get her. And then she gets back in the truck. We're going back to my parents. Turns out, like, she graduated with my brother, you know. It was like, oh, we all started chit-chatting. And then, yeah, he brought me back. And I hopped in the shower at my parents and went to sleep. Little experience, you know.
Yeah, man. So did you see the monster trucks? I heard you say souped up trucks. Did you ever see those monster trucks?
Oh, like Gravedigger?
No, not Gravedigger.
When you say monster truck, you just mean like no, anything that was out there, like it had to be jacked up. So.
Yeah, because I remember watching a live stream from a recent hurricane, and there's a truck out there with like huge tires. It was like an F-150 with like ridiculously huge tires, just moving on through.
Yeah, I mean, if you got the clearance, I mean, like how high can you build it? You know, you can. I mean, you look at monster trucks, like it's possible. So, some people put so much money into that kind of stuff. It's like a hobby. I'm glad I never really got into that.
Yeah. Also, I'm sending you a link to something. If that happens again.
Can I trust it?
Yeah, it's a Reddit link.
You didn't disguise it. It's actually like a wallet connect, huh?
I mean, if you want to give me your money, I already know your seed phrase. You already gave me that, and I keep it safekeeping for you. So.
Oh, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah. It's on my left butt cheek. My seed phrase is on my right.
Who did you have it tattooed? Or who did you...
Myself. With a mirror.
You did it yourself? With a mirror?
Mm-hmm.
Is it, legible? It's a lot.
No.
It's not legible at all.
No, it's not.
Well, I'm glad we had this discussion then. I didn't have to rely on your tattoo on your ass that you did yourself with a mirror.
I mean, it's not unless you
Maybe it's legible enough to where you could guess enough and eventually get it. I would just have to stare at your ass at that tattoo for too long. I don't know if I want to do that.
Well, I mean, come on, dude. That's not a punishment at all. Let's be real.
Decipher this. You know?
Yeah, exactly. It's written in Latin, too, and then translated back to Mandarin.
Oh.
So you'd have to, know Mandarin, and then once you knew Mandarin, you'd have to know Latin.
Do you know Mandarin?
No.
You're going to have to go through a lot to decipher that one. I've been wondering if I should change my wallet. I've always had this. I probably shouldn't be sharing this, but I've always kind of kept my things in one wallet, you know. Been wondering if it'd be wise to kind of split it up a little bit, just for that extra.
Hi guys.
Measure. Hello.
How are you doing, guys?
How is it going? I'm staring at the moon right now. It's beautiful.
Okay. I am also good, brother.
Oh, wonderful. I'm glad to hear that, man. How may we help you?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, glad we could help you.
Okay. What are you discussing here, brother?
Oh, we're just talking about some random stuff, you know.
Okay. I have a question, brother. What?
What was it? You had a question?
Have you ever heard of cryptocurrency?
Yes, I heard, yes.
What's your question, Gucci?
Kakarotosh.
Yeah?
I lost my friend, you know. I mean, 2 hours ago we talking, and I didn't read his name, and I can't find him right now.
You can't find your friend?
Yeah.
You talking about on Telegram or what?
Yes, here.
So what, you forgot his username? Or?
Yes, he read my name and he said, okay, we will see, like, but
just get him to message you. Did you get him to message you?
No, hurry. No. I mean, Cracker, Tosh.
Yeah.
It was you, I think.
Yeah. Well, what about me?
I mean, like, we talking about, this, just child language. We're talking about language 3 hours ago,
Mm-hmm.
Or you forget about this, right? You forget about that?
Probably. I have a lot of conversations.
Catcrow's a big man.
Okay. Never mind. Sorry.
It's fine, man.
What you mean,
Say. Right. Quentin, read that Reddit post, brother.
Oh, okay. Give me just a second.
Also, I'm going to send you... I don't know why I didn't send you those pictures I took on the hike.
Talking about over in, like, in the mountain?
Yeah.
You talking about, like, before you, hurt your ankle? Or, like, when you hurt your ankle?
Yeah, before.
I think I'd seen him. I thought I saw him in, the chat. Like, or the chat. Watch it.
Maybe, but you know what?
But that did look nice, that area. I wish I had, like, a nice, park where I lived or something. I mean, we do have some parks. You know, like this marsh that's pretty nice. It's called Cattail Marsh. It's got, like, a big trail, goes, like, what is that? 16 miles across. It's just surrounding a big marsh, and they got a pier going all the way down it. I like to go over there and take pictures and stuff. Got all kind of birds rolling through there.
Mm-hmm. See, though, what I want you to do is tell me which one's your favorite, though.
Okay, 1 second.
Because I already know my favorite.
Okay, let's see.
Some of them are a little blurry because,
Was that say Morg? What? Morg Scythe?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, morgue site. Don't know what it means, but... Yeah, my favorite picture is 34.
Yeah, you got some good ones in here, man.
Yeah, not bad.
I like the tree root with the rocks in it. I actually really like the composition of this one. Hold on, I guess I'll look it up. 21. Like really like interesting composition. I like it. 19's really good.
Oh, yeah, you like that one with the tree and the rocks?
Yeah. It's just pleasing to the eyes. It's like a good, like I said, just good composition, you know. Like different kind of like perspective. It's nice seeing like, you know, seeing things cropped in a certain way because you wouldn't see that normally with your human eyes. It's like kind of a different little perspective, you know.
Yeah.
It goes to show, you know, you probably pass up like, or you do pass up a lot of beauty in your life. You just like overlook it, you know. Well, I like photography.
Yeah. 34 is my favorite, mostly because it's very even, I guess, if that makes sense.
Oh, let me see, 34.
I don't know why, I just really like it.
I wish 40 was like you're able to zoom out more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, 34, I do like that one a lot. It's just, it's got a lot of layers to it. There's a lot to look at.
The only thing I did with that is...
picture actually has scale to it. Because you could see, like you see the trees that are like up closer. They're still like, you know, a little distance away. And then you see like another layer of trees that are probably like just as tall. And then you see way in the distance more of those and they look so small. It's just cool.
Only thing I did to this was make the colors a little more to what I was seeing when I was there. Because the camera didn't really capture it. It was very vibrant that
Which
day.
one are you talking about?
34, was it? Yeah, 34.
Oh, yeah, no. It's a beautiful picture. 35 is really cool, too. It's kind of like the way you have it composed with those branches coming out of the left side, like kind of pointing on, like into that path where, well, there's like something right there. It's like blurred. Wonder what that is.
Which?
On 35.
Mm-hmm.
You see where you have the branches pointed down into that little path?
Yeah.
In that path, at like close to the entrance, there's like something there. It looks like a little blurred out. It's interesting. So that's a cool picture.
Yeah. I wish I would have gotten the picture of the bear.
Oh, man. God. See, all I need to do is like be able to see a bear, and like I'll have the equipment for it. And man, I just I love wildlife photography now. I need to take a little trip on my next set of days off. Find out where to go.
I'd say Colorado. You want to shoot some good stuff.
I know I'll be able to get some good shots of some mooses. I want to go when it's snowing because, like, wildlife photography in the snow, oh man, it's so intense. All the contrast, and it's like the perfect lighting because, like, the sun's bouncing off of the reflective snow, you know, and it just gives like the perfect light to whatever is in the snow. But yeah, mooses look really dope. Like, it's hard to take a bad shot of a moose like when it's in the snow. It's like, you know, they're like tall. You know, there's a lot to them, and there's a lot of contrast.
Yeah. What do you think of 29?
29. That one's pretty cool.
It's very even. You know, for a tree, it's very like...
You got a little symmetrical thing going on there, but asymmetrical at the same time. Yeah, let me see if let me find a little photo, a good photo I could send to you. Most of what I have is wildlife, but I might have some landscape time. Been wanting to get more into landscape and astro. It's just been like cloudy every day, man, and now it's like getting real hot. It's hard to like get the perfect weather for astrophotography. Like the perfect, like, because it's got to be at the right time too. So I want to get like some photos of the Milky Way and shit. That'd be awesome. It's crazy being able to like take a picture and see that yourself. You know, it's one thing to see it online or with someone else, you know, from someone else, but being like, you know, taking pictures of like nebulas and stuff. Like, I took a picture of Orion the other day, like the Orion Nebula. And, you know, you never really see it until you get like a really, you know, zoomed in, high def photo of it, and it's just like, wow, that's up there. It's pretty incredible. A whole lot of stuff up there.
Up in the atmosphere?
Shoot, past that?
What do you mean past that?
You know, I actually had someone working under me one time, and he would always come up with the craziest stuff. You know, and one day he came to me with the whole Earth and the way it's shaped, and he believed that the Earth was the shape of a cube. Never heard that in my life.
Cube?
Yeah, and that space is, it's like consistent of what do you say? It was like an ocean of electricity, or this dude was out there. And he thought the moon was an astral projection, like it wasn't actually there. I don't know. I blame YouTube, you know.
I blame them.
Yeah. They didn't come up with that on their own. If they did, then there's really something wrong. So I can appreciate some like open thinking, you know, but there comes a point to where it just getting a little ridiculous. Like you really believe that? Man, what else do you believe? You know, it's actually kind of scary. You're willing to believe that. You're willing to believe a whole lot of crazy stuff. People just get to dig online and get all this quote unquote knowledge, and can really taint you. The internet. I mean, the internet completely changed us. It changed our lives, like beyond measure. You know.
Oh yeah. I'll tell you what. Back in my day, we didn't have the internet.
What?
Back in my day, you used to have to go around the neighbor's house and knock on the door.
Oh yeah.
Hey, did you read that link I sent you from Reddit?
Oh no, I didn't. Hold on. You distracted me with your beautiful photos of nature. Let's see.
Yeah, pretty arid there, K-Crow.
Yeah. The other side of the Sierra Nevada mountains are a lot more lush. This side, not so much.
I should really try and see some more of the Victorian countryside before I have to leave Australia.
Yeah, you to sniff. Just don't break your leg. You know?
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Mm. I swear I never would have broken it if I had proper shoes.
One time I was coming down a mountain in the UK called Mount Snowdon, and we were right near the top. It was -12. It was a hailstorm. I had like grips on my shoes and everything, and 3 idiots ran past us in like Fred Flintstone, Barney Rubble, and other like costumes with sandals on and stuff like that, because it had been really warm earlier in the daytime. But then this like crazy hailstorm had come in. Oh, they were lucky they got off the mountain.
Oh yeah, dude. I wouldn't do that unless you're a super experienced mountaineer or explorer, you know?
That day spooked me, to be honest. I was just thankful like I took my goggles and everything, because the hailstone and the wind was so ruthless at the top, like standing in a sandblaster.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I did read that, bro. Yeah, you know, what was that? Man, what was that insurance claim over? Did he mention that?
Who?
That link you sent me.
Yeah.
What was that?
Basically, they said if you say that you bought a toaster from Walmart, even if that toaster was $100 at Walmart, you're getting a $10 toaster.
Right. Or you could say it was a $200 toaster, you know.
Well, they used in that example, say it was a toaster, stainless steel with blue button touch, and you're going to get the exact same toaster versus them trying to cheat you out.
But I see where he's coming from, because I had to deal with that flood. And when I claimed on the flood, like, I had a spiral. Like, I made up it was like a 12-page spiral, front and back, of every item that was in that house whenever it flooded. Whether or not, you know, I don't think they'd be listening in on this Telegram conversation, but, you know, whether or not it was flooded. And probably shouldn't have done that, you know. It wasn't a very good, honorable thing to do, but I did it. And it ended up being glad I did, because they like messed around with me for, what was it, 6 months? Over 6 months? Getting that money to me, so I just had like a flooded house and was paying on it.
Yeah.
So, anyway. But there was a limit to it. Yeah, because you like, you know, you pay however much for this package, and then you can pay so much for, what is it, the actual house, and then you can pay more to get more back for your belongings. You know, I'm trying to think of what that's called. But anyway, it ended up all working out. It was actually kind of crazy, the fact that I bought my first house. Not even a month, or no, it was a little over a month later, like it flooded. So like I paid one flood insurance payment, and then collected flood insurance. Like I maxed it out.
Oh shit!
I maxed that shit out. It was maxed out. I made sure of it. And anyway, so that was a fortunate thing. Ended up just selling the house as is. I mean, I gutted it. It took a while to do that. I had all the time in the world to do that. So sold a gutted house, you know, about 1,600 square feet for like $55,000, you know. And then all the insurance money, you know, basically paid it off and sold it. And just kind of took the profits on it. was an experience, but it definitely worked out in the end. I was very fortunate. There's a lot of other people who weren't fortunate at all. There's so many people who didn't even have flood insurance, and they got flooded. And then those same people who flooded then they got all their shit fixed. They flooded again. It was just crazy. Like Harvey hit, and then I can't even remember what the other one was that came after that, but they flooded during that one too. It almost seems like there's more and more water accumulating every year. It's just kind of wild. Like every rain that we've had over here in Southeast Texas has been like, there's been so many scattered showers. It's crazy. But there are scattered showers where like just that scattered shower by itself will cause like a flash flood. It'll have like super heavy drops. Like you feel like when it hits you, you're like, dang. Like it doesn't take like a whole lot of rain for it to be pouring. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so just been noticing that there's more and more water and there's like nowhere for it to go. So you just flood.
A warmer atmosphere holds more moisture.
Mm-hmm. And it's crazy because this year we had ice. Like we had like an ice storm. Like there was a whole lot of damage done just from getting down to like, what was it? I think it got down to like 9 degrees at one point. And in a place that doesn't have pipes for that, like built for that, and, it caused a lot of damage. There's somebody I knew who had they woke up to an ice waterfall in their house. It was in their kitchen. Yeah. Like they go into their kitchen and it's literally like when I say ice waterfall, it's like there was a waterfall of water going down there, and now it's all like it was so cold that it instantly turned to ice. So
yeah,
crazy to see. Like you sent me a picture of it, and I was like, holy shit! Like, is that real? Like it's actually like kind of messed up, but it's beautiful. Like looking at it, it's like wow. Probably never see that again in my life. I hope I don't. But yeah, it'll get super hot over here. We always have storms, man. More and more hurricanes every year. And I'd like to move somewhere where there's just like all the right seasons. It isn't just shitty all the time. Because like when it gets hot here, it's hot and humid, so it's just miserable. Like working out in that, like out in the field, like in the oil field, you're like dealing with over 300 degree asphalt, like liquid, like in a barge, and you're walking across it, your like boots are like sticking to the barge because it's so hot. And then you got that sun beating down on you like over 100 degrees, and then it's just like wet outside. And it takes it out of you real quick. It's like the humidity makes it so much worse. Like it just saps your energy, Because dry heat you can kind of deal with. You get a little shade. Like if you can give yourself a little shade, like dry heat ain't nothing. Kind of like the cold. That's why I would like to go to Colorado because I feel like the weather there would be perfect for me. It's like it could get really cold there, but it's dry, so it's like not as bad as it would be in a more humid environment. It's like you can deal with it. The way you deal with it here is like you just go back inside. So many times I like walk outside, my glasses instantly fog up, and I'm just like, it's just feels like walking out into hot soup, and I just go back inside. And not today. I want it to feel good outside when I'm outside because it's nice to be outside, It's healthy. People stay indoors too often now. That's what they want you to do, though, You pretty much get anything you want just sitting in your house. If you got the money for it, of course. Yeah, I need to take a little vacation. Not a little one, I take a big one. Take a trip somewhere. want to go, like, honestly, I want to stay in the mountains somewhere. Somewhere in the woods. I don't know. When I was a kid, we went to Tennessee. What was it? Stayed up in the Smoky Mountains.
Mm.
That was pretty cool. We had a little cabin. It was like in the mountains, but it was like on the side, like of a mountain, you know. So you can kind of look down, you know, through the trees and see the field in the background. Really nice. And you go hiking and find waterfalls, climb up the waterfalls, walk down the creek, cross like a log, try not to slip, you know, that kind of shit. It's nice. Does the brain good, you know.
Tell you what, back in my day.
Back in my day.
Damn.
When is back in my day? Like, is that like a standard, like, distance back in time? You know, what's that like? 40 years ago, or like?
407 years ago.
What's 4 score mean? I never knew. Never asked. Never cared.
I'm pretty sure that's like a fortnight. Like 2 weeks or something.
Wait,
maybe.
Come again?
I think that's like 2 weeks or something. I'm pretty sure it's this period of time. I'm just not sure how long.
I just remember it off The Simpsons.
What's that?
Phrase the 407 years ago, remember off The Simpsons.
Oh, you know, I never really watched The Simpsons.
So, yeah, so just jumped in. Good morning. Hello, Quinton. Nice to see you in here, man.
What's going on, brother?
Not much, man. Just thought I'd quickly jump in for a minute. I just jumped in on that conversation 4 score. Did you know a score is 20? So 4 score means 80 and 7 years.
Oh, thanks, man. Look at you coming up in here and just dropping a little bit of knowledge. I appreciate that.
I was a little off. That's fine.
So a score is 20.
Oui, man. That's correct.
I'm going to start using that. Probably not, but maybe. You know, it's crazy talking about, you know, the idea of back in the day. You know, here in the future, whenever we say back in the day, we will have been getting rich. You know, it's kind of wild to think about.
Oh yeah, Quentin, I forgot to send you that link.
What's that?
This one.
It's such a random thing. I hope it's not what it could be. What you've sent me before.
No.
I'm always wary of your links.
I've stopped that. I turned over a new leaf.
Really?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Good for you and good for everyone else. Yeah.
My leaf has officially been turned.
Let's see. What link?
I just sent it. It's below the pictures.
Oh, the Battlefront?
Mm-hmm.
Did you buy that for me or something? I just saw CD keys. I was like, what?
No, what they do is they buy stuff on sale and then they resell it.
Oh. Let's see.
Because right now, Star Wars Battlefront 2 Celebration Edition, they want $40 for it. It's not worth $40.
This is only like $17.50.
Yeah, exactly. And I order games from them all the time. Just make sure it's with a credit card. Don't do it with your debit card or something. I recommend that for everyone, actually.
How long will it last?
Forever.
Shoot, I'll get it when I get home. I'm actually at a hotel over in Houston right now.
Doing a little hoteling. Okay, I see.
Did a few things out here, just kind of came to H-Town. Did a little fun going back in the morning.
Shoot, back in my day.
Tell me about it.
Oh, I just said.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
Wonder if they would do anything if I hopped in that pool.
Well, they probably wouldn't, but if you did it naked, well then.
Yeah, and it's really weird because it faces the street like the pool does. Like you can actually see the pool, like, and people in it driving past. It's kind of strange.
That is weird. That's only cool when you're rich.
So if you were to go skinny dipping, be quite the little advertisement for this fun establishment. But if I could just kind of be quiet, cautious, and just kind of go over there, hop over, and jump in the pool, be quiet, and be all right.
Perhaps.
They might look out there and be like, oh, he ain't hurting nobody.
Perhaps. Perhaps. Perhaps not.
Yeah, perhaps not.
I heard a Maltese bark. Whose Maltese is that? Anyone else like small dogs? I've always liked small dogs. Not like tiny ones, but, like a miniature schnauzer.
I mean, my gut instinct is no, but then again, I knew that if I had one, I would love the dog. So,
It's a little more manageable,
Yeah, but big dogs are cool.
They're cool, but like with me, I'm kind of like my allergies are real bad, so that's another thing. All that shedding and stuff. I wouldn't want to deal with that either way. So he's got like a little lap dog, like you get home from work, sit down on the couch, you like pat on your leg, come on, hop on your lap, and you just give it a little loving, just a good old little dog.
The thing with dogs is they play you down a little bit, don't they? You want to go on holiday, you got to find them boarding. It's I had 2 dogs, and then then you just never go away. You have to always try and find a dog sitter or try and get them into a boarding home for a week or so. Yeah, man. Not for me.
With a little dog, I could just put it in like a little satchel, I don't know. But yeah, no, I could see where you're coming from there. That'd be a little inconvenient. I like to leave the house a lot, so. But if I had a bigger dog, that's one thing. With a smaller dog, I probably wouldn't want to, but with a bigger dog, I'd probably take it a lot of places with me, Like when I'd go out to probably not when I do photography, but if I went hiking or something, take the dog with you, go on a little adventure, that'd be cool. Hey, I'd like to have me a dog, man. I'm trying to get out of this apartment, get back into a house again, but just hasn't worked out that way yet. I just want me like a back patio where you just chill at home, watch the rain, all that good stuff. Smoke
Have you heard of a Shih Tzu?
A Shih Tzu? You said a Shih Tzu?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, I've heard of them. I actually had a friend with one of those.
Who's it?
A good little dog.
Man, it's a zoo without any animals.
Yeah. There was at one point we had a husky. It was like a Siberian husky, but like a smaller version, a female. Had the prettiest blue eyes, like a white coat, real white. And I just feel like they shouldn't be down here, though. You know, that's why we didn't keep it as an outside dog. It's too much heat. They like the cold. And that was so much character was in that dog, Bella. But quite a handful. So much energy, you know. It's like they shouldn't be an inside dog, either. And they shed so much. It's crazy.
Go so wasted when it went.
Do what?
That joke about the Shih Tzu was so wasted, wasn't it?
Man, I wish my hotel room wasn't 3 floors up. I want to refill my drink. Just kind of brought a drink out here by my truck. Just been kind of sipping on some scotch. I guess I'll go back up there. Whew. Would you look at that? Ain't no better time to buy than now. Look at that. Matter of fact, I got some tether I want to throw into this right now. I'm about to do that.
How's things also, mate? You over there?
Good, man. Everything's good. I'm just about to go for a long drive in a minute. My mother is in a place called Chatham in Kent, and I'm going to go and pick her up, and she's going to come stay with me for a few days.
Safe drive, man. loads of regulars listening again. Who's in here? Captain Sparrow S2, Bogdan Joe. All the names I remember. Definitely seen J-Lo a few times. Marcus. Arno. There's been some tasty faucet claims today. I've been watching them when the ups and downs are going.
Morning, guys, or good evening. How are you all?
Morning. I'm doing great. How are you?
Margaret.
Doing good. Just had a bit of a late night. I'm waking up now. It's been really hot here. Didn't sleep that well, actually. It's just too hot to sleep the last couple of nights. And, yeah, just trying to get myself together.
Well, feel for you, brother. Having a late night myself. Just out here outside the hotel sipping on some scotch. About, what is it? 2:36 a.m. over here.
Should help you get a bit of sleep. That scotch might help you just drift off nicely.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Pretty hot where you're at, huh?
Really hot here today, and it's been hot here the last couple of days from what was really kind of a very cool winter. It was actually kind of a long cold winter. Really slowly got into the summer, but it was really cool. And it's only really been the last couple of days where you're starting to feel the heat actually, which is kind of rare, but actually welcome at the same time, you know.
Yeah. I could go for some cool weather and nothing but. Had about enough of this heat. Do what?
Bro.
What'd you say?
So are you?
Oh man, I'm all right. You know, just another day in paradise. You know, every day. Each day is the best day of my life.
Today is an opportunity for us to be the best version of ourselves we can be.
Yep. Only one version, you know. You got to make it count. One version of you.
Well, just stay true to who you are, and yeah, just live life like
Just be happy.
Like it is.
Just try to be happy. That's all you can really do. Find out what makes you happy and then like pursue that, you know.
It's very true, bro. Just been looking at the charts. Looks like everything is in free fall, and
I'm just sort of cusping that I haven't got any more moolah to throw in there at the moment. So just got to kind of.
No, I'm thinking it's gonna go lower, man. I almost want to put in right now. I like with my job, I try to like set aside like $200, or more every pay period. So at least $400 to $800 a month. I try to like throw additionally into crypto. Kind of treat it as like a just another bill. If I could afford it, which I can, I do. And accumulated a little bit in some Tether, and thinking about throwing that in here. Honestly, I want to kind of throw it in right now. It's a good time to like pay attention to Bitcoin, And eventually, it won't be that way. But just kind of how it is right now.
If we can take advantage of these prices, it's a really good strategy because we know where it's going to go after this holiday period.
The best thing is that so you can't overlook the fact that like if you've managed to get you a bag, then good on you. Just because you bought at a certain time doesn't matter. You may be down a certain percentage, but this percentage bracket is like going to be the lowest in the grand scheme of things. Once the market actually picks up, like it inevitably will, once it's fully adopted, Just imagine, like who can talk shit on Feg? Really? You can't. The proof is in the pudding, and then the pudding gets tastier and tastier, like as time goes on. So, all you can really do is try to research as much as you can. Some people don't like to do that, so they stray away to something else that doesn't have utility. It only has hype. But yeah, I'm just excited, man, for whenever everything's like once crypto is really fully adopted and like everyone like has crypto, like it'll eventually happen. Digital currency, like it's a serious thing. Like you can't just like push it off. Just having the ability to earn this passive income, like you can't pass that up. It's too good. You can't not invest in it. So, I'm
definitely exactly the same.
I'm fortunate to be here, and I know a lot of other people, especially those who don't like to speak up, but listen, listen enough to know, like to kind of like give yourself like some security, like in your investment. Like, why did you invest in Feg? Like has that changed? You know what I mean? Like, I don't see how it could have. It could have only have gotten better, as we're moving along here. The fundamentals only get stronger. Like, everything else that's compared to us doesn't even have the fundamentals. They're struggling to obtain them now. Whenever we've had them, for quite a while now, and so there's just going to end up being like in the future, once the market picks back up and it gets more fully adopted, there's going to be so many more developers that just want to copy, our code, FegRox's code. They're not going to be able to, so we'll always be unique. Nothing will ever be a true copy of Feg. It's like they're so early in the space and done so much with so little. Like, and you look at the community, You don't even have to be invested to enjoy being in this community, because we have a real, true community. It's a real thing. You don't just say you have a community just because, you have people who bought into it. We talk to each other, we engage. We're able to get everybody on the same page, just be able to convince newcomers that, how much sense it makes to invest in FEG, because it has the potential to make you passive income the rest of your life. Like, why would you not want that? You don't even have to invest a lot either. Just invest something, if anything. If you look at the charts, you'll see like a lot of people like throw in a small amount. Like, it's smart. Infinitely better than nothing. So whenever somebody asks, how much should I buy? That type of question. I mean, how much can you buy? Like, it's just, it's almost like I feel like anyone who asks that question already knows the answer. So, a little annoying, but don't just invest what you can afford. That's it. It can be, $20,000. It could be $1. Like, what's comfortable for you? You could turn, $1,000 into $100,000, or you could turn, a smaller amount into enough money that could like change your life. You don't have to become rich to reap the benefits of crypto. Like get on board while you can, while everything's low. And, you just change your life with a small investment, Just a little bit of your money, just throw it in. FEG has the future for it. I'm not a financial advisor, but God, I've never been more confident of something in my life. And it's like something that I'm seeing every day. I see those rewards roll through every day. And we're still in our infancy. Getting back up to that new all-time high is not going to take long once we take off. I know that. Once the market picks back up, things get more legitimized, more people, more retail investors get in, and the banks start offering crypto and all that. There's going to be so many bullish flags that everyone's just going to start buying back into it. The money's going to flow back in. It's already flowed in once, they did that for a reason. So, it's kind of obvious, if you just look at the fundamentals of it. That just sells you alone. I don't know. That's just me. Makes sense.
Community did it for me, brother. Every time there's a bit of turmoil, there's never really any FUD on the voice chat. Everyone's strong and positive, and it's a chill place to come while other places are having meltdowns, and we're all just talking about our favourite movies and helping people if they have any questions. Or it's chilled, man. I like it.
Man, this is a time, you can make this a time of hardship if you want to look at it in the short term. I don't know. It's just like I wish like I had a lot more money to throw in right now. It's such a good price right now. It's crazy. I'm actually waiting till it gets just a little bit lower. Is that me personally? I think it might go a little lower. I got me a little chunk to throw in, and I'm gonna be glad I did. I don't know. It's been the best investment of my life. I know that. I just hope that, I don't know. I hate the fact that people do panic sell, because they missed out on such a life-changing opportunity, just because of FUD and numbers that they see on a chart. There's more to it than that. I mean, yeah, numbers don't lie, but you can manipulate them. So there's going to be no way around it. The money's going to flow back in. Could even take a little while, but shoot, I know. I mean, I got time. It ain't going to take much time. We've had so much happen in such a short amount of time that everyone thinks that they expect so much in so little amount of time. So it's kind of like spoiled everyone. Everyone got spoiled. Like people who just got into crypto were spoiled by the crazy rally we had. So that was all, most of it was hype, a hype driven rally. So once things start to, quote unquote pump for a good reason, that's when you really want to be on board. When shit gets stable. When more people start to accept it, make sense of it. Because it's so foreign to most people that know about crypto, they don't really know anything about crypto. They know that Bitcoin exists. And then they may have heard about Ethereum. A lot of people I know haven't even heard of that, or have even heard of Bitcoin. There's people I know never heard of Bitcoin. It's such a new thing. And it's just now catching some steam. So it's being held back. And once they're not able to hold it back anymore, it's just going to take off. I mean, there's going to become a point to where you can't not reinvest, as a whale. Because look at what it's already done. Not, a huge percent of the population didn't even know anything about crypto. And still doesn't, but now you're starting to see more ads everywhere, actually in person, you're starting to see ads. I feel it's inevitable. You just got to hope that you invested in the right project. And once digital currency becomes mainstream and people want a way to save their money and have their money make their money, where do you think they're going to go? And it's only going to get better from here. So you got to reassure yourself sometimes, you got to really think about it. There ain't no way. I feel there's no way with FEG I cannot succeed. There ain't no way. I'm more confident in FEG than I am anything else.
Hi.
And I'll tell you what. I'm not crazy.
Sir, when you listing this coin in exchange app?
That.
When you listing in exchange app FG token?
When are we listing? Don't have a benefit.
When you add the when you are listing in exchange app our token, sir.
Alright, hold on.
Sir?
I'm gonna exit and rejoin. I'm getting a bad echo.
Krishna, are you asking when we're going to be listing FEG in other exchanges?
Sir, when you are listing a coin in market,